Good morning, beautiful people of the internet. Andrew back with another episode. Yeah, don't have the microphone plugged in. Sorry, I'm like kind of running behind today. Uh, Got to jump on a flight here in a while, but yeah, just diving right into today's episode. Hope everybody's having a great Tuesday after day there. Uh, Fucking 8 o'clock. Um, Good morning. What's going on, everybody? Andrew asked me about my podcast. Back with another episode today. Kind of talking a little bit about the content. A lot of people have come up with these crazy strategies for their content plan, and some of it works, some of it doesn't work. We're going to kind of look at some examples of people doing interesting things, and is it really a good thing? Are we excited about this? Do we want this to happen? Do we think that excuse me, do we think that everybody having a voice is actually this is going to sound terrible is everybody having a voice, is that a good thing? Do we really want that? I think over the past couple of years it's kind of shown to be a very undercover controversial concept. Freedom of speech, do we really want everybody to be able to hold that? And I'll kind of talk about that in a little bit more depth as I kind of go on here. Um, you're seeing this a lot in sports, and I've talked about this multiple times as far as boxing is concerned. Jake Paul, Logan Paul, Floyd Mayweather has been doing it for years, kind of on a different level. And you're starting to see younger boxers, Ryan Garcia, the Tank. You're also starting to see it with Sugar Ray. I can't remember his name. Sugar Ray. And then you're starting to see it with a lot of groups online. Nelk Boys, Sea Boys, uh, Sway House, and what's the other big one? There's another big content house, more associated with TikTok. I guess with all that being said, you're starting to see a lot of growth hack within the content space. Whether it's utilizing platforms like YouTube, TikTok, and finding ways to monetize that. That's probably the hardest part, is how to monetize those platforms. Like the Nelk Boys always say, we don't make any money off YouTube. We make money off selling the merch. Same thing with Subify, another platform out there that people are starting to use. Logan Paul, George Janko, Tanner Fox. I don't know if Tanner Fox is using this specific one or not, but people moving to a monetized platform similar to an OnlyFans, but obviously not the not the stereotype that you're starting to see there. So people are starting to find creative ways to monetize and move that traffic from the main source, whether that's YouTube, and moving it to a platform that they can control, like a Subify, to actually monetize off of that. So I think there is starting to be a little bit of a move there. Also, merch sales have been huge. You take a look at, not Charlie Jordan. Can't remember off the top of my head, but you're starting to look at a lot of people starting to monetize off the platforms that they originally created. I think that's really where the big money is, and where the big move is taking your content off all these platforms and moving it to Subify, something like that, moving it to merch and profiting off that. You can also take a look at another way. Floyd Mayweather has been doing it for years with Showtime, creating entertainment on Showtime, creating entertainment on YouTube, Facebook, all these other platforms, and then bolstering it up with his sales and fights, doing it that way. So sports, you can kind of see a huge avenue for it. NFL is kind of getting into it a little bit. You're starting to see a little bit more conversation on that front. Chase Claypool has a good channel. That's kind of the only one that has really kind of came out in my head. You also have the Browns have their channel on YouTube, creating a ton of content there, almost creating like a Hard Knocks style of programming. Again, really driving that fan base engagement, and keeping people interested and informed on what their team's doing. Big thing is just making sure that you create a ton of content, and creating content that's relevant for your group. Excuse me. Content that's relevant for your group of individuals, also relevant enough that and consistent enough that people keep coming back. Part of the reason I do these podcasts, trying to create consistent content for people to come back as many times as I can. I don't know why I said back twice, but Just trying to keep people engaged and try and keep people. My idea is to keep people or keep my name front of mind when it comes to conversations for business. Big reason why I created this podcast. So for anybody out there, content marketing is huge. It's only going to blow up. It's only going to rise. I think the big thing is trying to find ways to monetize off the platform as opposed to monetize through the platform. And there's more ways now than ever before. Patreon, you have OnlyFans and Subify. You have tons of these platforms that create revenue for you off of these main platforms while still creating where the audience is. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. A little hack here. I've started to gain a lot of traction on Instagram Reels, even more than TikTok. So if you are into any content platform or content strategy, content marketing strategy, take a look at that and give it a try. Start posting on Reels more consistently. Sometimes I'll get 45 views, and other times I'll get 4,000. So I haven't found the balance there, but definitely worth a look. And that's going to kind of wrap it up today. A little content talk. Hopefully that's helpful to someone out there. Use it for what it's worth. And I will talk to you all later. Have a wonderful